Hi, I'm Sailor Uranus, and I'm Sailor Neptune, and today we're going to talk about why we're not a YouTube mate. There are many grounds to why we choose not to be a YouTube business mate, but first off, we're happy with not being a YouTube business mate, or a YouTube mate, or whatever you want to call it. We're happy with only following the YouTube oversight or the YouTube followership oversight or ownership law. We are happy that we don't have to, always be thinking about, oh, what business wise are going to what business is going to buy business wise on my films, or oh, do I have to think about the roll-on ones, or do I have to be wondering if I'm following the Google AdSense oversight right, or this or that, or do I always gotta be frightened that someone at you that I'm following the about my film, not following mateship oversight. We don't have to think about that shit. It was We're glad that we don't have to do that. And I know there's going to be some folks out there saying, "Oh, but you can get gouged. You can get income and trade worth." Yeah. And then comes a lot of answerability with that gouged. All right? And we already talked about all the answerability that comes with it. And we're glad we don't gotta go through that shit. We're glad that we don't have to deal with the business wises. We're happy we don't have to always thinking, oh, is this film gonna run off some business wise somewhere? Oh, is YouTube not gonna be happy with us and take our mateship away? Well, first off, we never were a YouTube mate or business mate and never want to be one. And we're happy not to be one. I know that might make some folks on YouTube mad because that's what their whole goal is, and good for them. But at the end of the day, that was never our goal. The only thing we have to think about is our films following YouTube oversight or YouTube followership oversight, ownership law, which I really don't think we really think about that, because everything we do in our films is our own stuff. But beyond that, that's it. We don't have to think about, is this film following YouTube mateship oversight, or are we following Google AdSense oversight or whatever. No, we don't gotta think about if our films are friendly enough for business wises out there. We don't have to think about that shit. You know? And I know a lot of folks out there, that's their thing. They make a business out of their YouTube their way, good for them. But we're glad we never want to go for that shit. You know? You're right about that, you're right about that, Uranus. You're right about that, Sarah Uranus. Why do we really want to go through all that? You know? We're not we're not going to meet anything. We might have a lot of followers, but our watch time and looking time is down and it's never going to go up. And we know that. And we're happy with being a non-mate. So I know there are some folks out there, well, that's not good enough for them and they want to be a mate and everything. Well, good for them, but we're happy with not being a mate. We're happy with, coming on YouTube, making our film or films, and, happy that we don't have to think about all the business wises out there. That we don't have to always thinking, oh, is our films following YouTube mateship oversight? Are we following Google AdSense oversight? Oh, I sure hope we don't lose our Google AdSense. I sure hope we don't use our Google mateship. Oh, I sure hope we didn't, our films are out, or or business wise friendly, and all that shit. Yeah. And then we don't really have to be answerable for anything. Oh, yeah, we do have to follow the YouTube oversight and the YouTube followership oversight. That is true. Even the mates have to follow that too. But I say we're not answerable for any business wises if we don't have none. We don't have to think about the Google AdSense oversight since we don't have no Google AdSense. And we don't have to even think about the YouTube business mate oversight since we're not a YouTube business mate. And we're glad we're happy we never went into that. You know, there's still way too many downsides to the upsides. And the only upside that somebody can come up with is, oh, you can get trade worth and gold and income. If that's the only upside to it, then that's sad if you can only come up with one upside to it. You know. And I know there's some folks out there that get mad when you either scathe YouTube mateship, and we're not scathing YouTube mateship, even though we have the right to scathe it if we want to. But there are folks out there that think everyone wants to be a YouTube business mate, but at the end of the day, not everyone wants to, and not everyone's fairway is going to meet everything. See, we might have a lot of followers, but then our watching and looking of our films is low, and most of them don't really get a lot of watch time or looking. We might be in good standing with YouTube followership oversight, YouTube oversight, and ownership law and that. But then for some whatever grounds, we might not meet the YouTube business mate oversight or the Google AdSense oversight or all the other oversights that one has to meet or follow just, to be a YouTube business mate, and that's not us. That's not us. Yeah, you're right about that, Neptune. That is true, Sailor Neptune. We're happy with not being a YouTube business mate, not having all that fear on us. Oh, I sure hope our films are still in good standing after someone at YouTube looked at them. I sure hope we're still in good standing with Google AdSense after someone from the Google AdSense team looked at our AdSense. Oh, I sure hope we're still in good standing with the YouTube mateship oversight. We sure hope we are still in good standing with all those mateships out, with all those businesses that bought business wise time and the beginning, middle, and end of our films. Yeah, we don't gotta fear about that shit. And we're glad. The only oversight we have to follow is the YouTube oversight for being on the webstead, the YouTube followership oversight, and ownership law, which we actually don't do anything in our films that someone else would say was theirs. We don't really do anything in our films that would come off as ownership. So at the end of the day, we follow that, and that's it. We don't have to have any answerability when it comes to, income to the land leadership, and the Urk leadership, and the Earldom leadership, and the Near leadership. We don't have to go for all that shit. We don't have to keep on wondering, oh, when are we gonna get our sheet in the mail? When is our gold or income or trade worth gonna come? And we don't gotta think about that shit. And we don't have to go all around and seek ways of making gold. We do not have to think about having deals with other businesses, which who's gonna get a deal with us? And we're glad we don't got to deal with that shit. So being a non-YouTube mate, that's a good with us. Might not be good with everyone out there. There might be some might scathe us for that, but oh well. And you know what? You're right, Uranus. Before we end this film, if the only good that you can say that comes out of being a YouTube business mate uh, is that the only good that comes out of being a YouTube business mate is that you can get gold or income or trade worth. If that's the only upside to being a YouTube business mate, then that is sad. If there are too many downsides and the only upside to being a YouTube business mate is that, that's truly sad. So we're happy with not being a YouTube business mate, and it is what it is. Alright, Sarah Uranus, sail Neptune, see you later.